Hey, what's up everyone? So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Magistrate Greef Karga from the Mandalorian. So this is a figure that I did not pre-order. I was just going to wait till it went in stock, and I found this one on Amazon, and I had some promotional credits for Amazon. So I got this one for a really good price. I think this is a nice look for Greef. It's a good looking figure. And of course it comes in the Galaxy packaging, Star Wars The Black Series up top. Through the window, you can see Greef Karga comes with a blaster. Here we have Star Wars The Mandalorian and Magistrate Greef Karga. On this side of the box, the front window wraps around. Then you got Star Wars The Black Series again down there. There's the side with the artwork. It's a pretty nice picture. You can see the arch on Navarro in the background there, but yeah, I kind of like that. And then you got this kind of orangey color for the Mandalorian. Small window on the top. Bottom is the barcode, some logos, and all this mouse print. And on the back, you have the same picture as the side. You got a short bio in various languages, and Magistrate Greef Karga is number 24 in this Mandalorian line. And you got some warnings down there that no one looks at. And I'll just read the bio real quick. It just says, once an expediter for the Bounty Hunters Guild, Greef Karga ran the trade on Navarro. Now Magistrate of Navarro, Greef is cleaning up that rough and tumble world. Rough and tumble world. That's silly. All right, I'm going to get Magistrate Greef Karga open, and let's take a look at him. Okay, so here is Magistrate Greef Karga out of the box, and let's get a close look. We'll start up here with his head and face, and this face is so much better than the original. This looks like Carl Weathers. I mean, they did a nice job on this. The eyes, the nose, the mouth, the scruff, I think looks great. I mean, this is much better. Now, they could have darkened this a little bit. I think Carl Weathers has a little bit darker complexion than this, but it's okay. I think the likeness is there. Yeah, they did a pretty good job on the sculpt. I think the hair looks good. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. And from the neck down, I am loving the look of this. I think my only complaint is this right here. Wants to sit in this upside down U, frowny face orientation. I don't know why they sculpted it that way. It needs to sit down like that, right? Just let gravity take over. Have it hang, not have it sitting up like that. That's a little weird. If you spread the robe out, it kind of straightens out, but that is the one thing I don't like. But the colors are nice. I have to say, the gold is beautiful. Great detail in here. I mean, this is just tremendous right there. That looks really, really good. I think the sculpt here is very nice. This, the folds, the gold on the inside, I think is great. The back, all this, yeah. It's a very nice looking robe. Now, it is kind of traffic coney. It does hinder movement, especially from the waist down, but they could not have captured this amount of detail in cloth. So it's like a trade-off, but I'm fine with this. I'm just loving the detail. And I think the vest looks pretty good. Now, we got two different shades of red here and two different textures. Because it's up, well, it's probably the same shirt, I guess. I mean, this vest is tucked in somewhere, but this hangs down. I'm assuming this is the same material. I just don't know where this vest is going. So that's a little weird. That's a little odd, having two different textures and two different shades side by side like that. I don't know. But you do have some little bit of silver kind of tucked down in there. So if you flex him back, you can see it. But if he's in a neutral position, it kind of disappears. But it's nice that it's there. I think the belt looks good. Great detail, especially on this little buckle there. I'm loving that. Nice little sculpted details here and there. There's the holster. Okay, you kind of have to bend this out of the way. Got a little strap going around his leg. I think the arms look good. You know, great sculpt on the gloves, sleeves, pants. Great texture. Awesome looking wrinkles, and I am digging these boots. Got some cool straps up there. You know, they got a nice sole. Yeah, it's a very nice looking figure. I just wish this right here sat a little different. And if you want to compare the two Greef Kargas, yeah, this one's so much better. It's like when this is all we had, it was fine, right? We knew who it was, but this one is a vast improvement. I mean, this is Carl Weathers right here, but the arms are the same. Okay, there is some reuse in the arms and the gloves and the hands and the legs. Legs and boots are the same. Okay, so a little bit of reuse, but it totally works. It's fine. The belt is different. I thought the belt was the same for a second, but no, there's some little added bits on the new one. So yeah, that's different. But yeah, this is a very nice looking figure. I have to say, I'm very happy I picked this up. And as far as articulation, you've got some very good side to side at the head. You've got some excellent down. And the up is insane. That is absolutely crazy. You've got some tilt for days. Now, sometimes the neck will get off center because it can rotate too, but you can just grab the neck and, put the Adam's apple back in the middle. But yeah, he is very mobile up top. The arms can get up that far, and they can rotate all the way around, but it does want to grab the robe, and it does pull pretty tight right there, so be mindful, but they do go around. He has single elbows, and they both get past 90. There's a swivel at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist, and a nice up and down hinge on the right hand. And because it's reused from the original Greef, he still has the trigger finger. He has an excellent up and down hinge on the left. He's got some twist at the belt line, not much crunch, a little bit of back, and a touch of side-to-side tilt. The legs can get up that far. They go way out, and they go back that much. There's an upper thigh swivel, a swivel at the knee joint, and he's got single knees that get... See, this is where the rope kind of gets in the way. He's got single knees that get up to there, and, boy, that's tight. He's got feet that go down all the way. They go up that far, and there is some swivel at the ankle. So the articulation on Greef isn't bad. It's just this big, thick robe kind of gets in the way at times. And as far as accessories, there's the little blaster pistol that he comes with, and I could not find the name of this thing, but I do like the sculpt of this. It's a pretty cool little weapon. Got a scope up top, got some nice detail around the barrel and underneath there. Pretty much the same thing on both sides, but yeah, it's a cool little blaster. I like this. And as far as Greef Karga holding this, yeah, that's pretty good. Trigger finger is right on the trigger, right through the trigger guard, and yeah, that looks good. And just kind of firing like that, I think that's a very nice look for Greef. And even having the arm fully extended, I think that looks great right there. And the fact that he's got pretty good elbows and a nice wrist hinge, he can fire low from the hip. And since these are the same hands as the other Greef, let's see how it goes in the left hand, because that Greef had 2 blasters. And that looks pretty good. Yeah, the trigger finger is right where it should be. So if you want to make this Greef a lefty, I think that totally works. All right, so next let's see how the holster works. I'm going to bend this big old robe out of the way. This is where this is a little bit of a problem. Okay, you can sort of, I guess you can just flex that up like that and try to hold it out of the way. And reach in there, drop pistol in holster like so. There, that is about as far as that wants to go. And it looks good in the holster. And the fact that they have a split on the side of this robe, okay, he can just reach through there and grab his pistol. I don't think I'll ever display him like that, but the holster does work. Let's see if I can get this in there a little. Nope. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get to. Yeah, that is as far as mine wants to go. It's fine, though. It looks good. But I plan on displaying him with a blaster in his right hand, so I'll drop that in there. I'll get him in some kind of pose. Let's go stick him on the shelf and see what he looks like there. And here we are, and just as I thought, this figure looks fabulous on the shelf. The colors, the red, the gold, the brown, just looks really nice together. Good looking figure. The likeness is just wonderful. And you can see how he scales. So Carl Weathers is like 6'2", and I think Timothy Oliphant is about the same height, so I think he looks good there. Yeah, very happy with this one. So bottom line, I think this figure looks great, especially in the face. I mean, this is Carl Weathers all day long. It's so much better than the original. Yeah, I think they did a great job on this. And the outfit, this is pretty much what he had on in the show. The colors, the red and the brown and the gold. I'm loving the detail in the gold up here. This just looks great. The texturing, difference between there and the color difference, it's okay. It's forgivable, I guess. From a distance on the shelf, it's okay. But the robe, even though it's this thick plastic, it works. If it was cloth, it would have looked absolutely goofy. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Yeah, great looking figure, but I want to hear from you guys. So please comment below and let me know what you think of Magistrate Greef Karga from The Mandalorian. And if you enjoy videos on Star Wars The Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please turn on notifications. I'd certainly appreciate it, and I just thank you all so much for watching. See you guys next time.